And that, my friends, is the intro for tonight, Season 2, Episode 2 of the Dad Standard. We have myself, Dustin, online, and we have my good friend Joe, who has now claimed himself to be an old woman at the very, very start of the stream.
I don't know if you remember, there used to be an old commercial for Outback Power, Southern Company, but it was with like trying to get you to donate money to underprivileged people's power. And it was a commercial of an old lady in the dark with like 18 sweaters on to like guilt trip you into donating, which is, you know, as far as guilt trips go, that's a good one. But that's what I feel like, oh, I gotta put my shawl on because it's so chilly in the house.
Yeah, so I guess they did a really good job with that, and we're getting a lot of nose noise from you, brother. But
Oh, sorry.
no, it was all good. Yeah, I think they actually did a pretty good job with that one because, honest to goodness, every single time it gets really cold, that old lady is the thing that I picture in my head. Every single time.
They successfully get money from me every month. I'm like, yeah, I'll throw $3, you know, to make sure someone, you know, doesn't freeze to death, especially if it's someone's grandma.
Absolutely. So yeah, welcome to anybody who may be watching this online tonight. As I said, we're back for another episode of the Dad Standard, the dad gaming stream, or the gaming stream focused specifically around dads. We're coming to you live from down here in the deep south that feels like it has turned into the frigid Midwest. I know that's something that's kind of going on all across the country. So wherever you are tonight, hope you're staying pretty warm. Hope you can settle in here for a good 30-45 minute session of a little bit of gaming. We're covering a new game tonight called Black Squad. Well, not a new game as in it was recently released, but one that I haven't really played much of before, one they haven't featured on the stream before. Joe, is this your first time banging out a few minutes gaming on this one?
Yes, I've not played this one before. As is previously stated, first-person shooters are not my first choice when it comes to gaming. They tend to be super fun, but they all tend to be the same as far as I'm concerned. So I'm interested to see what depth there is in this particular free-to-play first-person shooter.
So another first-person shooter tonight. I am essentially still on a quest to find a somewhat adequate substitute for Call of Duty and the fun that I used to have playing COD back in college and such. So what really makes it up is kind of small-sided team-based squad combat on relatively smaller maps. So Warzone doesn't fit that, PUBG doesn't fit that, yada yada yada. And I'm actually pretty hopeful that tonight with Black Squad we have something that fits in there pretty well. So free to play, first-person shooter, and for this season we are covering games that we're able to play on streaming platforms. So tonight, Joe and I are both going to be playing Black Squad through GeForce NOW, which GeForce is the cloud gaming service that NVIDIA has made available. I think it's been available for maybe just over a year now. I don't recall exactly. I have a founder's subscription to it, so I paid $25 for access to this platform that gave me 6 months worth of access. And so now, from pretty much any computer anywhere connected to the network, I can connect up through the cloud and play a whole handful of games on over GeForce Now. Just stream them straight to my PC. I've been at this now with GeForce Now for I think a little over a month. Joe, how long have you had this service turned on?
So I just set it up today. They do still have the founders subscription, so it was $25 for 6 months access. I do not have. I know I'm in the minority of IT professionals in that I do not have a dedicated gaming PC with a $1,000 plus gaming card in it. And I actually had the conversation with my wife today. I was like, explained to her why, you know, that's not a possibility right now, because like even like 2080 GTX 2080 Ti's, if you can find them from scalpers, are like $1,500, $2,000. So seems to be, it's much better than the crappy video card that I have in my PC that I use for work. The platform it looks, I wouldn't say as good as, you know, a high-end gaming rig, but it's much better than what I could put out on my own with my own computer. So
yeah, and at least for somebody coming over from primarily a console background, right?
Right. Oh
yeah.
yes, that definitely too.
Yeah, so like I said, I've been on GeForce Now for about it's been a little over a month now, I believe, and I jumped on it for a very similar reason to what you were talking about. I have a decent gaming PC. I built it about March or April of last year, and I spent about $1,000 on it. So it's really nice, but it's nothing crazy over the top. I recently got my wife pretty involved in playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So I had the thought of, okay, let me go ahead. This is the perfect excuse for me to jump in and just build another PC, even though I've already built one. It's like, so we can each have our own gaming PCs. This is going to be great. Dad/husband's fantasy come true in a way.
Right.
And this, yeah, right. But I very quickly realized once I did that stock on PC items is just bare. It is so hard to find anything at a good price point right now, whether it be graphics cards, even processors. So I very quickly pivoted and signed up for the GeForce Now subscription, and within 5 or 6 minutes, I had turned my wife's old Surface, my Lenovo like productivity laptop, and turned both of them into pretty nice gaming PCs. I will say I do have the benefit of I'm playing over a wired connection, which does make a huge difference. What's your infrastructure look like over there, Joe? What type of internet connection are you on?
I'm wired up. I'm on my main PC that I use for work, and it is an AMD A8 with a bottom of the line NVIDIA, like 4-year-old something garbage card it was the cheapest PCI Express card I could get that would run dual monitors. I got for just to have 2 monitors for work purposes. But I am wired in to gigabit Ethernet switch, so not that it really matters with my bad charter connection, but it's it does the job. We'll see once we get into some online play what kind of lag I'm looking at. But
yeah, and we talked about this a little bit in the stream last week where we looked at Google Stadia. I don't want to. I'm not gonna stand here and tell you that game streaming is just as good as playing things over a high-end PC or even a very nice console. I'm not gonna tell you that the lag is completely zero. In a lot of instances, you will be able to tell that you're streaming something, but given the current situation, like I said, the ability to fire this thing up for $25 a month, and you've got access to your gaming library from anywhere. There's a lot of value there. Did want to mention real quickly. I said last week we covered Google Stadia, which is another game cloud streaming service. Forgive me for knowing the exact terminology. Every time I say game streaming service, I think about Twitch, which is also a streaming service, but in the other direction. So we covered Stadia last week. We're covering GeForce Now this week. I'm not going to go into too much depth here, as I think this would be better to cover here in a few weeks once we have both some more GeForce Now people and some Stadia people both online. Or Joe, have you played anything on Google Stadia? I don't think you and I've talked about it before. Okay, yeah. So I'll just mention at a very high level some of the differences between the two platforms. Google Stadia seems to be much more targeted at the console gamer, much more so than the PC gamer. Couple of reasons why I say that. One, it seems that everything they have in terms of games inside of their library, it looks like they're all targeted for use with a controller. Primarily, even Stadia comes with its own controller, and I think one of the big selling points for Stadia is the ability to play directly onto your TV, just via a Chromecast. The other thing I'll mention with that too is that Stadia is its own platform in the sense that they have their own store that you have to procure your content through. So, and even with some of the free-to-play content, such as Destiny 2, if you have expansions for Destiny 2 on the PlayStation 4 or on the PC, and then you migrate over to playing Destiny 2 for free on Stadia, you're going to be able to bring your save with you, but you're not going to have access to the new content or the content that you paid for. GeForce Now flips that. GeForce Now definitely seems to be more targeted at the PC gamer who just wants the ability to play through the cloud. There are games that support controllers, but the majority of things that I've come across, it tends to be limited to using keyboard and mouse. Now, I haven't played a whole lot of stuff over GeForce Now, so I don't know if what I have is actually an indicative sample size. But beyond that, GeForce Now will also allows you to log in with access to the libraries and the stores that for which you already own your content. So you can log in through Steam, you can log in through Epic, you can log in through Ubisoft and Uplay Plus, and have access to any of the games that you already own. Um, it'll have access to any of the games that you already own just now then through GeForce Now. So, and I guess with that, Joe, how many games were you automatically able to pull over from your standard Steam library, or
Yeah,
did you go through
everything.
the? Okay, good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it brought up Steam and it said here's all of your content that you have access to. So, my Steam library is not huge. It is a bunch of stuff that my daughter plays, and so a couple of free to play games, and then stuff that I bought that was on sale. Just because it's like, oh, I might play this some. You know how Steam is
right.
when there's one of the biannual sales. It's like I might play this sometime. I might actually have some free time, and it's 95% off, so I'll go ahead and buy it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, they're selling Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for a quarter.
Yeah,
I'll go ahead and buy that.
I think I have every Final Fantasy game like up through 10 that I bought as a pack for maybe $15.
Yeah, that's what I did with the old Tomb Raider stuff. So I've got like the everything through like the first 3 or 4 original Tomb Raiders, like the PlayStation 2, that way. Yeah. So what did you think of the process of linking your Steam account? I think when I did it, it was a little bit buried. It wasn't difficult to find, but it wasn't something that popped up directly for me. Did the platform lead you through that pretty smoothly?
When so because I went directly to play Black Squad, it said, hey, you need to log into Steam to play this, and which I had Steam up and running. So I don't know if it was an auto detect situation or if it was that's the platform that this is available on. So when I logged in, it did pop up and say import your library, and so you'd have access to it under GeForce Now, and it's pretty seamless. I mean, as far as a lot of the games that we've played, especially I very much enjoy playing games on my PS4. I'm an old school console gamer and prefer to play on consoles for the most part, but it is exceptionally difficult. Their store is awful. The UI is awful. Trying to find what it is that you're looking for is awful. Just a case in point, I have a very large amount of downloadable content for Dragon Ball Fighters, which is the game that I play most of the time when I'm playing something. And in order to get each individual character, even if you buy packs, you have to go and individually download each character. I did not have to do that on Steam. You buy the pack, it downloads everything as a pack, and they're all there. So this was, I wouldn't say like absolutely flawless, but it was a lot easier than what I expected it to be, from installing to purchasing my subscription to getting into a game was less than 30 minutes.
Yeah, and the downloads and the management of the updates and whatnot is something that GeForce Now does a pretty good job of. I will say probably maybe not as good of a job as Stadia, but then again, the library inside of GeForce Now is significantly larger than what's currently available in Stadia. In general, whenever you launch a game in GeForce Now, it's already going to be up to date and ready for you to go. So no worries about installing new patches. There are a few exceptions to that. One of the games that I play through here is Star Trek Online, which I think we're actually going to cover here in a few weeks, so I'm looking forward to that. But it is one that the patches were not automatically applied when I launched GeForce Now, and I think the reason being is that GeForce Now attempts to use the platform stores, so the Steams, the Epics, the Ubisofts. I think it attempts to use those as the content managers on their servers, so ensuring that using Steam to ensure that all the things installed on that particular server are updated. The problem you get into with a handful of games, Star Trek Online being one of them, and I know for a fact there are others, is that game uses its own content manager and its own kind of patch wizard to make sure that it's up to date outside of Steam. So I think that's the reason why. And this really is, once again, it's another example of how the GeForce Now stuff is architected more like an actual PC gaming experience just moved into the cloud, whereas Stadia is essentially closer to being a console system that lives in the cloud. And that's not really a knock on either one of them.
I mean, that makes sense to me, and I will say that I deal with some cloud-based systems at work, which are obviously not gaming related, but there always seems to be a steep learning curve, um, things that don't work the way that it's the whole purpose of it, right? Like Office 365 is a great example of this. It's supposed to be seamless. It's supposed to be the exact same as if you were launching something as a desktop application, and it never is. Never.
Right.
This is the closest that I've encountered to an actual cloud-based solution that functions almost as well as you would expect a desktop application to. So, kudos, 2 thumbs up to
Yeah.
GeForce Now for that.
Yeah, I'm definitely happy with it. Yeah, and I'll just leave it at that. I'm definitely happy with it. There's a handful of benefits. I'm sure we'll get into even more of those as we continue on and cover a few more games on the GeForce Now platform soon. But with that, I think we're probably going to go ahead and jump into a little bit of gameplay. I will say, I guess, just to step back one second, for anybody who's watching and see, we do actually have a couple of people online right now. I appreciate the view, definitely do. Hope you guys are enjoying. Hoping this is helpful content to all the dads out there. But if you have any particular questions about these platforms or about the games that are on them, let me know and I'll do everything I can to get that worked into an upcoming stream of some kind, even if I have to do one kind of outside the normal schedule. So yeah, with that, I'm just going to go ahead and swap over, and we'll get a little bit of gameplay in us here. All right. So it looks like I got kicked from the lobby that we were in just because we got hopped online and played a little bit earlier. I'm going to go back to, let's see, Joe. What screen do they have you on right now?
I'm back at the main screen.
Okay, so let's
So I can go back to PvE event.
Yeah, let's keep doing some PvE. And looks like there is a room here that has 2 of 4 people in it. You want to try to jump into that one, and we can complete the whole group for them.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, and I'm looking at the one on.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, cool.
We're in there.
All right.
Can't trespass on the team where 2 more players are staying.
Yeah, well. There's another one here that has 1 of 4. You can jump in that one.
All right. Did it let you join?
It's still saying I can't trespass. Okay, we'll just create our own then.
Okay.
All right, and I will go and get this started. Yeah, so we're looking at PvE. What we're seeing here, there's a handful of rooms that are already out there, or PvE events or lobbies that are already out there that people are in. For some reason, not letting us join those. So I'm going to go ahead and create my own. Let's see. And we'll just start here. The normal AI defense mode here, it's similar to it's your standard survival setup. So they're just going to get waves and waves of enemies coming at you for you to kill. And you'll see here in just a minute how kind of strange the waves act, which is a little bit of a detractor from the gameplay. But okay, so yeah, I created a new one. It's the same map, AI defense. There you are. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this one going. Are you going slappers only again? I see you have the knife out.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Nah. Let's go with this will start off with.
Ah, you came and got my armor.
All right.
Die, Stan.
Ah, crap.
Knife him. There you go. Reload. Yeah, so obviously the AI enemies here are pretty dumb. They just run straight at you and you kill them, so it's kind of like a zombie type thing. Which in and of itself, I guess, isn't too bad. And I'm backed into a wall here. So, and I get the feeling that the difficulty and the general lack of the general ineptitude of the enemies goes down the higher waves we get. However, we have not been able to make it past wave 3 yet. They're all over you.
Yep.
Oh.
I was out of ammo.
Already? Wow, I'm bad at this kind of game. I think that guy was carrying a bomb.
Possibly that was the case.
Oh, did you just throw a grenade?
Gone.
I'm the only one left again?
Yep.
Okay, so I wonder if they're even going to respawn you. I was hoping
No,
it would.
that was my second death. So.
I was hoping it would respawn you once once the wave
okay,
ended.
okay. Yes,
Oh, good.
It did.
All right, this.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the part where they start parachuting in.
Jeez Louise, that was a waste of bullets.
And I'm dead.
Yep, me too.
But there's so many of them. Run away.
Can you shoot them when they're in the air?
I do not know, to be honest. Yes, you can.
Yes.
That is helpful. Although I'm not going to be alive much longer anyways. Out of bullets. My armor is down to 87%. Or no, that is the armor of the thing we're supposed to be defending over here. I just love how the whole purpose of these bots in their life is just to run up to this thing and slash at it with a knife.
Yeah.
Come on, respawn Joe, respawn Joe.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Oh, these guys have grenades.
Oh.
Holy crap. Holy crap.
Oh.
Hey, I'm dead. Okay, so I was right. It does step up the general difficulty and the abilities of the bots as you go up the levels. Although I really kind of feel like they throw a few too many people at you at one time with those waves.
It was what's the word? The scaling was a little off. It was like the
Yeah.
dumbest guys on the planet, and then slightly smarter guys, and then slightly smarter guys with parachutes, and then elite Green Berets.
So I'm wondering too. I know. Let me. I want to take a look around some of the other features of this thing really quick because I keep
Okay.
seeing where I am getting, I'm getting promotions and whatnot, which means I have to have access to some more gear of some kind. So let's see. Part of me wonders too if our inability to make it very far in the waves there is a. I wonder if that's a function of us not having great gear either. Let's see.
Here's stuff that you can exchange metals for, which I have some metals. It doesn't look like I can buy anything, not even the super dope melee knife.
I didn't realize my gun had a grenade launcher on
Yeah, one changes to your grenade launcher. I was shooting grenades earlier very ineffectively.
it. Yeah, I see there are.
If you buy in and buy some coins, you can get a katana, the GL Dragon Blue. I don't know if you've seen that one, but that seems like a pretty stout weapon.
I have not. So where are you seeing the functionality to be able to trade things in?
Exchange. So down at the
Exchange,
bottom,
okay.
if you go to their shop, which I assume is how you mystery stone packs, and you can buy guns, credits.
Yeah, BS coin. I don't want to spend money on this.
No.
I was hoping I could simply unlock items, but that may not be the case here.
You get login missions, like I think there's you can swap your melee weapon for a candy cane apparently. Somehow. You go to the mission tab at the top. Still on Christmas.
Yes.
Christmas ended a while back, man.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, I don't know how many people are actually playing this game for it to make it worth their time to update it. Yeah, I have no idea. I guess I can't even see weapons. It's a RGB. Is this cannot purchase due to okay, so it sounds like there is or it looks like there's a significant paywall on this thing.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to think that I'm only able to really. Oh yeah, see the katana you're talking about, katana magma.
Yeah. If it doesn't melt people, then I would be very disappointed. I spent $10,000 on a magma katana, and people didn't get melted. Also, in this PvE event, doesn't seem to be a lot of variety in the amount of rooms you can create. Yeah,
Yeah.
Defense A, Defense 2. That is it.
Yeah, and the other thing too is I've noticed it doesn't let me change the number of waves. It doesn't let me change the amount of time. I'm starting to think that this might be a game where it's like if you just want to fire it up and take out some anger, killing a bunch of people called Stan, then this might be the game for you. But I don't know if there's a whole lot else to it beyond that. Because I honestly can't even really tell where I have the ability to change my loadouts. I think I was looking at that screen, but there was no options for me to really change anything.
Yeah, I mean, it gave me 3 different options that were all the same. So
Interesting. Okay, let's see. How can I?
I'm looking at the different modes in. Let's see. Back in custom match.
There's a lot of stuff listed under custom match.
Right.
But this is all going to be PvP as far as I know.
Right.
Oh, there's one that's called Bot TDM. That I'm assuming that is a team deathmatch that is against, I guess, co-op against bots. Similar to that, similar to the
That's
Gambit mode that we were playing on the previous stream. Do you want to try one of
okay.
those?
Yeah,
Well, let
that
me see.
works.
What do we have? What do I have that's ping? So sort it by ping, and let's get in something that we have a pretty good connection to here. Otherwise, this is going to be a pain. I see one called "Live by the Black Squad, Die by the Black Squad."
That works.
All right, I'm gonna join that one. We're playing with Dragon Trek. Although he seems to be adjusting some settings here. Tell you what, let's back out of this and I think I will just create, or let me sort by the ping again and see if there's anything good. There's one, defeat the enemy with teammates. Do you see that one? 16 out of 20. Pardon?
Wait, 16 out of 20?
16 out of 20 players. The map is two-faced.
Let me sort by pink. Gotcha.
So yeah, yet another thing we seem to be missing is the ability to create a party on here. Or at least it wasn't obvious. I'm sure there's a way to do it. Team will be randomly decided once the game starts. Okay, let's join in. Let's give this a try. Let's see how ugly this ends up being. Or did it just crash on me? I think GeForce Now might have just crashed on me. Or the game inside of GeForce Now.
Oh, I immediately got killed. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think the game crashed on me inside of GeForce Now. So let me stop it and I'll restart my session. I guess this is another benefit of playing things through GeForce Now is that when it does die on you, or when your server instead of your PC does crash, all you do is click play now and it will fire up a brand new server for you.
Oh, didn't even see that guy.
That's the way it goes with first-person shooters, isn't it? All right, here we go again. All right, I'm getting back in now slowly. Custom match. Ah, that lobby's full now. You still there, Joseph?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, cool.
Damn. Oh, they came out of that side. Well, a sack.
So I found another one I'm going to jump into. The map is Outskirt. It's bot TDM. I think it was lobby number 21 or 29. I don't remember exactly. It had really good ping.
Okay, I'm about to jump out. I would like to at least shoot one person. For, yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I will say, going back to what we were talking about with how Stadia really acts as its own platform, more like a console, whereas GeForce Now is just a cloud-based PC gaming, essentially. I think one of the benefits of Stadia is the lag that you experience from streaming your game is going to be the same lag that's experienced by everyone who's in there playing against you. So I don't believe that's the case with GeForce Now. So it's quite possible that we are by default 35 milliseconds slower at least than everybody else that we're playing against. And I'm trying to see here if GeForce Now has crashed on me once more.
What map was this, or room was this?
The map was Outskirt, and it was bot TDM.
Okay. It still shows you in here.
Interesting. May have to drop and rejoin once again. Come on, GeForce Now, you're letting me down.
Oh, it dropped me for me too. Take back all the nice things I said.
You're not allowed to have outages. You're the cloud. 99.999% availability.
That's what I was sold. I feel like I was sold a false bill of goods.
So do you have any plans or any thoughts to try any AAA titles on GeForce Now?
Possibly.
So I say we use it for Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and Far Cry 5.
That's a lot of what prevents me from buying, say, Cyberpunk. As I have heard a lot of negative comments as well as a lot of positive comments about that game, but it's that what am I going to run it on?
Right.
And so this gives me the ability to. All right, here we go. Custom match and back to ping. And this was.
Just tell me the room number. I think I was on 21, and it looks like there's still an opening there.
Okay. Yep.
21. Okay.
21.
Maybe this time it'll actually let me join.
Yeah, I joined the game because it was.
Maybe that's what happened last time. Did it give a countdown of how much time was left? I don't remember.
Did not. But 8 is in the same vein. Room number 8.
Okay, cool. Let's run to that one.
Heard. In. Loading.
All right, good deal. Good deal. All right, use my out-of-the-box crappy loadout here and go find a place to die. Oh no. Okay, so the bots, when they have guns, are not too bad. So far, I like this better than the PvE. Even though this is technically still PvE.
I got 2 though. I did better than I did PvP. How to jump there, buddy?
I will say I like the weapon sounds on here. They're pretty nice.
I was too busy shooting people. I didn't hear what you said.
Okay, see what they got. Alright, I'm in a noob tube.
Ah, I could get my weapon switched over fast enough.
Yeah, I'm dead. Stan has killed me one time. At least that instance of Stan has. Hey, got 2 with 1 shot.
I got killed by Kramer that time.
That's disturbing. I should probably go play somewhere other than just right here.
I got creamed that time.
I guess we're playing to 200. Okay. Oh no, I'm out of ammo. Time for pistol kills. No. Ah, and I'm dead. I'm gonna go back to doing pistol kills anyways.
I got knifed.
They
that
had,
was possible.
they had a sniper. Alright, long distance pistol kills. Haha, killed Kramer across the map with a pistol. Dome shot. And I'm dead.
Objective almost complete. Don't quit now.
Nubin. I got him.
Yeah, that sniper guy is not messing around.
Oh shoot. It'd really be nice to try playing with a different gun. Or with a controller.
Man, that guy gets me every time. Alright, I'm just gonna follow you guys.
And I'm dead. Alright, sniper time.
Keep pressing them.
It's actually very difficult to get knife kills on here.
Mission clock. 60 seconds left.
I fire before I aim. It's a little bit of a habit of mine. Hey, I think we won. Nice.
Great teamwork.
That wasn't too bad. I feel like I could have
Like I
done.
knew.
What'd you say?
Like I knew we would win that match. I will say, what was the other FPS that we played when I was on air? It was,
Rogue Company.
yes, Rogue Company. I very much enjoyed this. Much better. I'm not very good with console first-person shooters, and keyboard and mouse seems to do a lot better. I say that as I did very poorly. So that was the last in. But
9
I'll take
to
that.
9 to 18, yeah. All right, let's see. How are they going? I'm tempted just to sit here in this match, unless you want to try another PvP one.
I'll go another round of this.
Okay, yeah, sounds good to me too. And I think we're coming up on pretty close to time for the stream. Yeah, we've been online for about just over 45 minutes. I think we'll probably run another PvE one here, which this one is technically co-op PvE, which I think is a pretty fun mode. Overall, I'll tell you what, we'll do a little bit of a debrief here after this last bit of gameplay. How's that sound, Joe?
Correct.
Ooh, I see lots of. I feel like there's a lot of opportunity for someone to be up high on this match.
Oh. Yeah, they are coming up high.
Dome shot. And I'm dead. Judging by how these bots are doing, it makes me realize that I really don't want to play that that other game mode and get to the point where we have 50 of them coming at us with guns.
Oh, these are our guys. Yep.
Yeah, these bots are pretty stupid. I say that as they kill me.
It was just ridiculously bad.
Yeah.
Lots of bullets, lots of nothing happening.
Yeah, when I play first-person shooters, admittedly, I typically like using a semi-automatic instead of a fully automatic weapon.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like it forces me to be a bit more precise with my shots. Oh, I found where they were spawning.
Yep.
And I'm dead. Yeah, because when I spray like that, it never works out very well for anyone. I'm going to go into this building with the noob tube.
Ran into these guys without reloading first, which is not smart.
I will say, I also have not figured out if there's a sprint control on here either.
Hold down the mouse wheel. Goodbye, Stan.
That swaps weapons for me. Although it may be the fact that I have one of these Logitech gaming mice that tries to do weird things with the mouse wheel. Yeah, my wife likes to make fun of me because of my affinity for rather complex mice. Always, I have a rule. It's something like, I refuse to use a mouse that has anything less than like 6 buttons on it.
I just have a regular Um, regular wireless mouse.
Let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 11.
That seems like an appropriate number of buttons.
Yeah, I mean it's Oh, and that's not counting some of the extra functionality on the scroll wheel. Basically, I have an extra 6 buttons that I can use with my thumb, which is really nice for me as a PC power user and as a developer, because I have all kinds of macros assigned to those for simple things that I find myself doing in Visual Studio really often, like hitting Control F12 and that type of thing. For me, that's a single button click. And the other one,
I'm sorry, I killed a guy, and then he immediately respawned and killed me, like without a second.
that's called revenge. Yeah, Joe. How often do you find yourself as a developer pressing Control F or Control C, Control F, Control V, copy what I'm looking at and search for it? This man is deep in focus.
And got his revenge on me, that's for sure.
Die, Stan.
Ooh. Just Stan.
I need to map one of these buttons from my thumb to the reload control. I keep losing a bit of time because I have to reach with my index finger to hit R.
Oh. Wait.
Double dome shot. And I'm dead.
Keep pressing them.
Ah, got once again just a respawn on top of an area I'd already passed.
Attack reload.
I will say that this Kramer bot is the class of the AI bots.
No. And I'm dead again. I think there's a handful of Kramers. Because that's what the world needs.
Now the stands are nothing to be worried about, but the Kramers, jeez Louise.
The Knicks aren't that great either.
Yeah, so running right towards them.
Not an optimal strategy, huh?
Not the best plan.
I feel like it just got way too quiet.
That was a waste.
Wow. Yeah, pistol kill on Kramer. Another one. And I'm dead.
Thank you, whoever got my back.
I will say that these maps feel very campable.
Yes. I found a very
Oh
good spot.
crap! There's a bunch of them. And I just got all three. And I'm dead. Ooh, oh, we're playing to 250 this time. Okay. So how's the lag feel to you right now?
It's almost imperceptible. It's very good.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm playing in 720 on a 1440 monitor, I would think that I'm actually playing this on my PC, like, and not streaming it. And I'm dead again. I shouldn't have ran straight at the guy. I really got to learn to stop doing that.
I got sniped out of the window.
Oh. And dead again.
Damn it.
Attack reload.
I refuse to die to Stan. Hey, we won. Again.
I got the last kill. Awesome.
I knew we would win this.
Yeah, it's too bad there's not like a final kill cam on here. Cool, cool. All right.
Yeah, definitely the worst. Okay.
Yeah. Well, the one guy that got 80 kills and only 8 deaths.
Yeah. I feel like they have better weaponry than we do, which is very helpful.
Yeah, I kind of had that feeling also. So let me get swapped over. I'm going to jump us back over here to the intro screen with our nice dad standard gaming keyboard background and a little bit of background music for us. So, what were your thoughts on Black Squad over GeForce Now?
Not bad. Really, much better gaming experience than I'm used to with my normal PC setup. Definitely worth $25 for 6 months. That's a pretty good deal.
And that's even without and that, for right now, that's even without you having pulled in and played any of the other AAA titles that are available on there.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
The thing I've been advocating for people to do as well, if you're gonna start up a GeForce Now subscription, really, or a Stadia subscription, I think this works with Stadia as well. Go ahead and get yourself a Uplay Plus subscription as well, which is $15 for a month. So combine those two together, you've got basically a $40 charge to get you a cloud gaming PC and access to the entire Ubisoft catalog, including all of the Far Cry's and all of the Assassin's Creed, including Valhalla, which just recently came out. So yeah, where would I think from my standpoint, Black Squad, not too bad. I don't know if it's one I would keep installed on my computer if I was tight on space, but then once again, if I'm playing it through the cloud, I don't really have to worry about space anymore. It does kind of scratch the itch for small-sided combat, a la some of the older Call of Duty titles, but it's not something I could ever see myself sitting down and playing for just hours and hours like I used to in the past, even if I had the ability as a dad to sit down and play something for hours and hours with any type of frequency. that seem about fair on your side as well there, Joe? Or have we lost you? We may have lost you.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah, man.
Okay, awesome. Sorry, I'm having a little headset difficulty.
It's that ice storm outside.
It is. I would. It's kind of analogous to old school, like Counter-Strike, like Half-Life era Counter-Strike. It's not terribly deep, I'm never a big fan of play-to-win mechanics in games, but for a quick pickup, it was enjoyable. I had a much better time with this than Rogue Company.
Nice. Yeah, so it's got a... we don't really do a rating scale here. I think the takeaway that I would give to anybody watching, any dads out there, hop on and get yourself a GeForce NOW subscription for $25 if you can swing it. You actually can play without the subscription. However, what the subscription gets you is guaranteed access to a server at any point in time. So if you don't have the subscription, it's possible that you try to launch a game and they say, hey, we're kind of full right now with all the people who are paying us money for this, so you're going to have to wait ever how long for a server to clear up. So you can give it a try even without. But yeah, I would definitely recommend, guys, if you're interested at all in picking up gaming on the PC or just want to give this a shot, go ahead and invest in it. Spend the $25 and go out and have some fun with it. And there's a ton of free to play games. Destiny 2 being one of them. Black Squad that we just talked about. I actually think CS:GO, if you are a Counter-Strike person, is on there as well. So hop on and have fun. And like I said, we're gonna cover a couple more on GeForce NOW in the future, and I think one in particular is going to be Star Trek Online. So, Joe, you got to make sure that you're online for that one.
Yes.
I don't know if you've played that one before, but I think you would have fun with it.
I have not. I have specifically avoided that game because I didn't want to get engrossed in it. I feel like it's something that would take up an inordinate amount of my time. Another thing that I wanted to mention that I noticed when I did the sign up for the free versus paid account is session length. And I'm assuming because the free account for GeForce NOW had a session length of 1 hour. So I don't know if that boots you after it's like, hey, your hour's up, so you're booted. But it's something to keep in mind too.
Yeah,
I'd have to do some more research and see exactly what they mean by that.
Yeah, I think that's what it does. I don't know for sure. I've never been in that situation, but like I said, it's $25 for 6 months worth of access. So not a terrible amount of money. And once again, if that's not something you're interested in, Stadia offers a free month trial, I believe, as well. So it is really kind of a great time to live in as a dad who enjoys video games, because there's so many options out there for you to get spun up really quickly for really cheap. So I think we'll leave it with that for now. Definitely appreciate anybody who tuned in tonight. I know we've had a couple people. I think we've even got a few folks online right now on Facebook and Twitch. So thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, give GeForce NOW a try. Give Black Squad a try for a few minutes. You might like it more or less than we do. Who knows? Let me know. Get involved in the comments. Let me know if you've got any questions about any of these particular platforms that you want answered on an upcoming stream. And apart from that, tune in 2 weeks from now. We're not going to do a stream next Monday, but in 2 weeks, tune in on that Monday evening, which would be the 1st, March the 1st, right around 8:30, 8:45, for the next installment, where, if I remember correctly, the plan is to do Formula One, or to cover Formula One 2020 over the Stadia platform. So that'll be another example to show off just how far these streaming platforms have come in terms of latency and the speed at which they give you the information and playing a racing game through them. And I'm also really excited because for the first time on the stream with the other dads, I get to use my sim rig, or my sim racing rig. So that should be fun. But yeah, like I said, thanks everyone. Joe, thanks for joining us tonight. Any parting wisdom from you, my friend?
No, just GeForce NOW. For someone who just installed it today, checking it out for the first time, pretty impressive. Definitely worth $25. Don't buy avocado toast. Is that what millennial dads? Is that what you guys spend your money on? Got for a couple of days and give it a try.
I was gonna make some joke about fancy coffee, but then I realized I guess I'm a millennial dad, and the fact that instead of that I like fancy coffee, but the dad side of me is like, I just make it myself instead of spending the $5 or $6 per cup. But
There you go.
I'll leave that at that. But yeah, once again, thanks everyone for joining. Hope you guys have a good time. Had a good time. Hope everyone gets to stay warm. And until we see you guys again in 2 weeks, good night and God bless.